Oh my goodness, why do I still have to sneeze? I have a secret talent. That's sneezing with my mouth closed and my eyes open. All because my sister told me at a young age that I couldn't do it. She was like, no, it's impossible. I said, what's that? Sneezing with your mouth closed and with your eyes open. I was like, oh yeah. Let somebody tell me that I can't do something. Watch me. I've always worked in the restaurant industry, so I always thought sneezing in your arm was so nasty because, okay, remind me not to bump into you around this kitchen. But if you could close your mouth and do that for backup, okay, sanitary. Hey, Cake Nistas, it's Marisha. How you doing? Today, I'm going to make a fun, delicious cookies and cream cake. Yum. I'm so excited to make this cake. Go heavy with the cookies because imagine slicing into cake. A nice thick layer of frosting and a nice thick layer of crumbled cookies. And then it repeats itself. Are you kidding me? What? This is worth the money. Oh, this is gonna be so tempting not to eat. I'm doing so well. I'm not, So if you have not done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Press on the notification bell and let's get started. Okay, Cake Nistas, let's make this cookies and cream cake. For this cake, we're going to be doing the creaming method. I have over here all of my ingredients. Cake flour, some salt, baking soda. This is the black cocoa, okay? Very, very important here. I have some unsalted room temperature butter, some granulated sugar, room temperature eggs, buttermilk, and vanilla extract. For the full recipe, just check marishascouturecakes.com. The link will be in the description. So I'm doing two separate cakes for this. I'm going to do a layer of vanilla cake as well. I'm going to start off by creaming my butter. I'm also going to add in my vanilla extract. I'm going to add in my granulated sugar, as well as my salt. And I'm going to mix all of this until it is creamed. It'll take about 3 to 4 minutes. So at this point you can see my butter and sugar have totally combined. I'm now going to continue mixing while adding in 1 egg at a time. 2 large eggs. Next, I'm going to sift the rest of my dry ingredients. So in goes my black cocoa powder, my flour, and my baking soda. Alright, we are all sifted to perfection. I'm going to put all of my dry into the bowl. It already looks like cookies and cream, doesn't it? And I'm going to put my mixer on low and I'm going to slowly add my buttermilk. Adding that buttermilk. Look at that. Alright. Now before it's fully incorporated, oh my goodness, it's so black. It looks like an Oreo. I'm going to scrape down the bottom and the sides of the bowl to make sure that there are no chunky surprises. Okay, this looks so good. It's so thick and rich. And that's it. I'm going to be making a rectangular cake, so I'm going to pour this batter into a square silicone cake pan, which I love because I don't have to worry about greasing this pan down. I have my oven already preheating at 350 degrees. This cake is going to bake for about 30 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. Look how beautiful and brown. Now I'm going to make my vanilla cake layer. The video for that is already here on the channel. Start out with some cake flour. I have my sugar, baking soda, and salt. And I'm going to put all of my dry ingredients into a bowl. I give my dry ingredients a quick whisk, and then I begin to add in my wet ingredients. My eggs, buttermilk, and oil. I thought that was going to make a really nice sound right there. Oh, there we go. I only need one layer of vanilla cake, so I found a loaf pan that was about the same size as 1/2 of that square cake. Make sure when you're making your buttercream, which I do have a separate video on, make sure to let it beat for at least 10 minutes. That is just how you get the best, most fluffy buttercream. And it also whitens your buttercream as well. My cakes have come out of the oven looking absolutely gorgeous. Does this not resemble a fudge brownie? It looks amazing. So I'm going to flip this over just so that I can flip it back over so that I can properly level off this cake. See, I did not grease that silicone pan. Okay, yes, a little bit of that corner came off. So what? Okay, look how great. So once again, I'm going to level off this cake. Definitely save those scraps. If not for a snack, then for your decorations at the end. And now I'm going to measure this because I do want to cut this directly in half. Now, of course, if you are doing a round cake, you don't have to worry about this. Just go ahead, make your 2 chocolate layers, make your 1 vanilla layer, and you're good to go. My favorite go-to vanilla cake is also ready. I'm going to pop this on out of the pan and level off the cake as well. Take off that dome. And then I think we're going to have 3 pretty even layers to build our cookies and cream cake. Now the thing about the buttercream or the frosting that is in the middle of the cookie, it's usually pretty thick and sweet. It's really a high ratio of powdered sugar to butter. And I just don't want anybody to slice that cake and be like, so I'm going to do my typical buttercream, which is a higher butter ratio. So delicious. Now some people like the super sweet, super thick filling that's in the center of the cookie. I just never did. I always actually would scrape that out. You know, if you like it, then do it. Using my handy mortar. Golly, I can't say that. I'm going to give this cake a nice, healthy, bodacious layer of cookies, and I made sure to crush them fine enough so that when we slice into the cake, I won't be stopped by any large pieces of cookie. So now I'm going to add my beautiful golden vanilla cake layer, and I'm going to add some buttercream on top of that, as well as, once again, some cookies. Now you can absolutely make a cookies and cream buttercream. You can just go ahead and put your cookies in there, but I really just like the layerage of it all, especially if you're going to do like a naked cake. Then just seeing the layers of cookie and then the buttercream and the cake, then it's exciting. So yeah, once again, some more cookies, and then we're going to add that last layer of chocolate cake. Now when I made this cake yesterday, because I literally made 2 of these cakes back to back, I thought that I had to simple syrup this chocolate cake, and I do not, and I definitely don't have to simple syrup that vanilla cake. So now I am going to make a cookies and cream buttercream, and I actually prefer just adding in some chocolate cake pieces because those cookie bits can actually get stuck into your piping tip, and I always use a star piping tip because I just love it. So that prevents that from happening. I'm sure that you noticed my vanilla cake was a little bit smaller than the chocolate, so I made sure to trim off those extra edges of the chocolate cake to make it look a lot more uniform. For the design, I was thinking some jumbo, obnoxious, gorgeous swirls, but it didn't work out that way. Oh no. Oh no. Why'd I do that? Decorating cakes is a lot like life. You may think that you're about to go all whimsical and loud and take the crazy road, but sometimes you just got to take it easy, baby girl. You got to take it slow. You got to do just a simple little zigzag. Because I ran out of frosting when I was doing those big old jumbo swirls, but this was perfect. Now, for some reason, I'm thinking drip. I'm thinking drip, queen. to drip or not to drip? That is the question. How about a drizzle? Because there's no actual, you know, frosting on the cake. It's a naked cake. So a drizzle on the top, perfection. I know for sure that I need some cookies on top. That's just a given. We got to show the people what's on the inside. We got to show the people what's on the inside. To gold or not to gold? That's never a question. I just feel like you should always add a little bit. I don't know why I'm like this. Nobody puts this much gold on a cake like I do. I just have to put gold on every cake. It really brings it to life. While I sit there and try to understand my obsession with gold, please visually devour the gorgeosity. The cookies and cream cake that is absolutely fabulous. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting to do this video at all, but I'm so glad that I did. I love it. I love it. It tastes amazing. Use a large spatula to slice it down. This is because I didn't refrigerate it. But once you refrigerate it, it'll be nice and solid. And it'll, you know, but look at that crumb texture. Look at the moisture, the fluff. I can't get enough. Couture and the cookies and cream cake. Bye, guys. What did you guys think of this video? What did you think of this cake? Would you make it yourself? I also did an actual cookies and cream ice cream cake. That cake right there, would you do a different type of cookie? If so, what type of cookie? Because I really want to know. Asking for a friend. If you really love cookies, I recommend that you watch my chocolate chip cookie cheesecake. That is one of the best cookie incorporated desserts I've ever made and had. Yum. The cake needs to comment of the day is going to go to Elena Scott 081 on my I baked a cake on the grill. Elena says, thanks for sharing. I'm fixing to go off grid and this was an idea I had to bake biscuits, etc. I'm excited to start this journey at 60 years old. That is wonderful. I would love to go off the grid. Man, just for a week. Just give me a week or two. That's a good time. Are you gonna be in the woods? I have so many questions. You could really live off of the grill. That's all you need. All you need is heat. You just need that temperature to be up there and you are good. The stove, as we know it, is really a newer concept. I mean, in comparison to how long this earth has been around and people have been on it cooking and eating, traditionally people cooked in the ground. They cooked on top of the ground, making clay pots. You can even build a brick oven outside. There's so many ways to cook and bake outside. Thank you so much for commenting. Best of luck to you. I would love an update. I guess, well, will you have your phone? Because are you gonna be able to give me updates? But best of luck to you. Please be safe out there. If you would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below. Leave a comment, say hello, say, hey girl, hey. I don't really have anything to say. I just wanted to leave a comment. That's all. And make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. So I have chicken breasts like that are pounded out. And I just bought some grated Parmesan cheese, which you should really grate it yourself because, yeah. I'm going to season the chicken breast, dip it in the egg, and then coat it with the Parmesan cheese and then fry that. Then I'm going to make a homemade Alfredo sauce, just minced garlic, heavy cream, Parmesan cheese, and black pepper. And I'm going to just pour a little bit. I thought about smothering it, but no, I just want to pour a little bit over top. I'm going to have that with a salad. So I'm just gearing up for that, just in case you guys were wondering. I'm just, you know, gearing up for that today. I call it keto chicken fried Alfredo. Alfredo fried chicken. Delicious.